So hey guys, we are here at the AMD Experience Zone here at Computex 2013. We just finished up with the AMD conference, and what we've seen here is they're really hyping up the APU. They're really pushing towards the APU both on the mobile sector and on the desktop sector as well. So let's go inside, check out exactly what type of products they have on display here, both tablets and notebooks, along with the desktops. So one cool notebook that we saw here at the AMD Experience Zone was the Asus U38N. What's cool about this notebook, it's a 13.3-inch screen, so not too large, great for small compact spaces, but it's a 1080p display, so great resolution at such small scale. Now it also seems like the contrast ratio is pretty good, playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Lowest settings, but at full 1080p resolution, it's running pretty good. Again, not your best frame rates, but again, this is a very thin, extremely thin notebook running the AMD A10 5745M, so a pretty powerful mobile APU with the AMD Radeon HD 8610G, 6 GB of DDR3. So all in all, specs-wise, it's pretty good, and as you can see, it can run gaming at acceptable levels. In the side here, we have two USB 3 ports, HDMI port, micro USB, and a headphone jack. Also, the power plug is fairly small, so hopefully the power brick is also going to be not too large. That's going to be kind of an issue with notebooks these days. On the other side, we have SD card slot and then another USB 3 port. So plenty of connections. Again, this is a notebook, so we are missing an optical drive, unfortunately. It would be nice to have a slim optical drive installed there, but we can't have it all, so really cool notebooks here from Asus. So another cool thing we see here is this Quanta Tablet powered by AMD's APU, the A4-1200, AMD Radeon HD 8180, has 2 GB of DDR3 memory, and cool thing, 128 GB SSD, so very fluid performance in terms of responsiveness and also wake up, kind of very important for tablets as well. Not a physical Windows button, it is a touch button. Let's go back to desktop. As you can see, it's fairly fluid because of that 128 GB SSD plus all the hardware that's installed in the tablet. This is a full HD display, so very nice and crisp display. It looks like an IPS, so viewing angles are really good. Yeah, viewing angles are actually really good on this one. Unfortunately, we don't have any dedicated keyboard buttons, something that I would like to see, so only can be accessed through desktop here. On the side here, we have a mini HDMI port, headphone jack, and micro SD and a SIM card slot. No USB, unfortunately, on that side. And then we have a USB 3 port for charging and also connecting to a computer and transferring data, a charging port, a screen lock button, and a volume rocker. So pretty standard here on the top. Also have the power button to turn on and off the device. Now, one thing that we also noticed is there's nothing in the bottom, so it's completely bare, which means that there is no docking station available for this tablet. So this is the OEM design, so that the white label, meaning companies can brand it as their own. Therefore, Quanta has come around and picked up this tablet and branded it as the Quanta Tablet. A really cool product here we see here at AMD Experience Zone. So apart from seeing the APUs being pushed for the mobile market, also the desktop market, we're also seeing AMD really pushing towards the gaming experience as well. So apart from the APUs, this is the running the AMD 7990, so the world's fastest graphics cards at the moment. So the sheer scale of this gaming experience is actually quite amazing. So we have 5 screens. This is 1920 by 1200 resolution per screen, so fairly a lot of pixels on this single panel setup here. But it's running Tomb Raider, so fairly graphic intensive game. But again, this is an experience like no other. 5 monitors out of 1 card, actually quite unique, and the frame rates are very acceptable. The graphic settings here aren't maxed out, but I'm sure that with some optimization, it can run this game at fully maxed out settings. So what else we're seeing here at the AMD Experience Zone is the diversity of applications of APUs throughout the entire range of either it be a mobile system, a desktop system, or an all-in-one system like this one you see here. This is a 42-inch display, 1080p resolution, is also touch, so that's a fancy addition, but it's all powered by this APU, the GXX 42.5 GA. This is a quad core clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. The total power draw from this APU is only 15 watts, so it's a very low power solution. It's also running the AMD Radeon 8330E, and has DDR3 memory slots here, so that can be customizable. But again, a really cool solution, all in one, perfect for kiosks and things like that. APU applications, not just for mobile computing and gaming, but also for real-life world useful applications. So what we have here is the MSI GX70. So it features the world's fastest mobile GPU, which is the HD 8970M. It's running BioShock on 3 screens from this laptop. So again, very impressive performance. This laptop also has an APU installed, which is the A10 5750. It's running Windows 8, and also the GPU is 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory. So again, allows us to run this three monitor resolution at no problem, at fairly acceptable frame rates as well. 8 gigabytes of GDDR3 memory, a very impressive performance from AMD all around.